Now and this weekend, what is going to be beautiful, and you can enjoy some live entertainment along with some drinks, and also kind of unique festival that's coming up. It's the 2016 Craft Beer and Bourbon Festival. It's this Saturday at Jane's Saddlebag, which is in Union, Kentucky, right there off Rye Road. And Tony, DeMatteo, and John Bent are here for an early preview. They also brought along another friend who we're going to show you. We take a look at that friend right now. There's something very unique, which we'll get into just a little bit later about what's unique about our friend over there. But first of all, tell us a little bit about what the festival is going to be about.
Well, it's our first annual Craft Beer and Bourbon Festival. We will have 14 different breweries this year, 42 different flavors of craft beer. We'll also have our bourbon. Jane's Saddlebag released our own bourbon in April of this year. It's an 8-year-old bourbon. So we'll have our bourbon and one other bourbon vendor, Whiskey Row, on property this weekend.
All right, and John, what do you think about this first event coming up here?
It's going to be a wonderful event. I was asked several months ago to get involved by Tony, and we're very honored to be a part of this. Like Tony mentioned, there'll be 14 different breweries, 42 different beers, everything from local crafts, Bad Tom Smith and Cellar Dweller, to regional offerings from Atlanta, like Sweetwater, and then we're even bringing in some beer from Hawaii, from Kona Brewing.
That's excellent. It's a wonderful setting for it as well, because Jane's Saddlebag, it's a lot more than just this this particular bourbon and beer festival. It's a destination point, is it not?
Absolutely, absolutely. We have a restaurant on the property, a wine shop, a petting zoo where Lewis is usually at, our three-legged goat over there, and we have a general store. Also wanted to mention that a portion of the proceeds from the festival this weekend go to the Northern Kentucky Children's Advocacy Center.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Getting back to Lewis, Lewis is substantially bigger than the first time I saw Lewis, so he's thriving despite the fact that he's missing a leg.
He does great. He runs as fast as the rest of them. He knows no different. So Sissy kind of takes care of Lewis, and she's brought him here the last 3 years. This is his third year here, so.
Yeah, right. And Lewis, you need to leave the feed bag alone there, buddy. But anyway, this is just indicative of the kinds of things that are available for people of all ages to come to Jane's Saddlebag.
Absolutely. It's a place you come to, and the parents can eat while their kids run in the petting zoo. We have a playland. It's definitely a destination place.
All right. Now, in terms of the actual bourbon and beer festival, what times and that sort of thing?
It starts at noon, ends at 7 on September 24th, this Saturday.
And once again, for locations and that sort of thing,
they can go to janesaddlebag.com.
All right, we'll try to put that on our page too, local12.com. John, thank you so much for coming in as well and talking about this wonderful assortment. I see some bourbon balls there too. Is that what that is?
Those are homemade Buckeyes by Barb Beaver, who runs our wine shop. She's kind of stumbled onto her. I think this is her calling, so we'll leave those with you guys. They're super good.
Everything on this table is my calling.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I might be right back. Sheila and Bob will be right back anyway.